on to the next. We said that we need to tone down. We need to cut off. If we are already overweight, we are already obese, what shall we do? Shall we start living? Shall we stop living? Of course not. May mga paraan po paano natin mai-tone down, mai-cut out, mai-balik ang ating alindog. We have to understand the relationship of what we call fitness and nutrition. Having a good fitness class is not that enough. If you involve into exercise, if you involve into physical activities, but yet you don't have something that you taken up, it's still useless. So there has to be a balance of what we call the food that you are taking in and the activity that you are doing. So that is why it has here energy in. These are the food that you are eating. It gives you energy. It gives you a fuel. And this is energy in equals to energy out. The energy out, the moment you do exercise, the moment you do physical activity, that's how your energy are being used. But if you keep on eating without having or without any energy out, still it is being stored in our body, then still we will be prone into disease. Reverse side, if you keep on doing exercise, you are starving yourself, then the fitness level will not be possible as well. Remember, anything that we eat, you are what you eat, as they said, no? You are what you eat. If you keep on eating more on vegetables, more on fruits, or a balanced diet, there is a food for carbohydrates, there's a food for protein, there is a food for fats, and even for the vitamins and minerals, then you're able to get a full balanced diet. But if you're able to skip any of those, it might be also impossible to achieve fitness. Remember that the food serves as your fuel to provide energy. Again, the food serves as your fuel and it provides you an energy. Just like a car, if it doesn't have any fuel at all, it never runs. Okay? So in us, we need food. What is the role of nutrition in enhancing performance? The relationship in nutrition and fitness, when you are having, especially at the peak of a performance, it requires adequate nutrition. Any sports analyst would also agree to this. For any members of the varsity team, all those people who are into sports, they should have a good nutrition. Even Manny Pacquiao has its own nutritionist. In order for him to have a good performance, he should have a good nutrition. Physical fitness is the ability to perform, remember? Physical fitness is the ability to perform physical activity without getting tired. If you don't have enough energy, then you could not able to do certain tasks. If you are into sports, you cannot perform it well if you don't have food intake. Fitness affects ability of the body to use fat for fuel. We need to have fat, but these fats should be a good fat as well. These are the following benefits if we able to maintain a good balanced nutrition and also a balanced fitness. It improves the cardiovascular endurance. There has to be less injury, better sleep habits, improved body composition, reduce stress, improve blood glucose, and improve immune function. So remember again, this if you happen to have a good energy, if you're able to perform, if you have enough in a day, you're able to exercise in a day, at least even 30 minutes, it improves your sleep habit or a better sleep. And of course, it improves your body composition. If before you are somewhat overweight, if you keep on doing such activity, nag-exercise po tayo, and a well-balanced diet, hindi lang yung puro exercise, hindi ka naman kumain. Hindi kaya after exercise, kain ka ng kain more than the body needs and take. Hindi pa din possible yun. Improve body composition. So meaning, if you are overweight before, now you are normal. Based on my experience, class, last year I am somewhat overweight because of non-activity. I am always sitting because of the class. I don't have time to exercise and have a fewer energy. But as I started exercising this year, way back in April, and it gives me a confidence and able to do activities, mas magaan yung katawan ko, and I also lose weight. Before, I have 60 kilos. I am somewhat 60 kilos. Right now, I am 52 kilos. So, even gradual lang yung pag-decrease ng ating weight, maganda po yun kaysa abrupt na hindi maganda din kapag abrupt. Once you are also doing such physical activity, it reduces stress. You're able to manage all the stress in life. So, take note of that. And it improves your immune system since malakas yung katawan natin. Whatever, kahit na cough and cold, hindi tayo madaling magkasakit. It also improves the blood glucose circulation. Glucose would also comes from the word, a Greek word which means sweet. It's the type of sugar that you eat or that you get from the food that we are eating. All types of food class, even fruits na siya glucose. If there is too much glucose in the food that you are eating, it may also make your body imperil, meaning magka-problema yata at the later part. So as you see in this scenario by biologycorner.com, it has here the stimulus, which is the blood glucose level arises after eating a piece of a cupcake with a cherry. It has a sugar in it. And once it is being eaten or dissolved, the pancreas releases beta cells in pancreas releases an insulin into the blood. Insulin, or the liver takes up the glucose and store it as a glycogen. And the moment it is stored in the liver, and the glucose level declines. So it's a matter of a process. Importante kayo atong liver class that we have to take care of it. Malfunction ang liver, also ang pancreas, wala nang mai-release na, wala nang mai-store ng ating glucose. Stimulus, blood glucose level falls, meaning kung mababa ang ating sugar level, the alpha cells in pancreas release glucagon. And this glucagon released to liver, and the liver breaks down the glycogen and releases the glucose. So naa siyang natural na i-secrete or pagawas na sugar. Now, which is just enough in our body. So if it eat too much of the sugar, which is not that needed na sa body natin, manang magkakaroon tayo ng sakit na diabetes. If it is too much. Everything class actually, if it is too much, is not good. Okay? And once if it is not also na hindi enough din ang sugar level ng ating body, there is a tendency na ma-feel exhausted tayo o madali tayong kapuyod. Does our body needs a sugar? Yes, it is. But it has to be enough lang in that particular day or in that particular time. Not too much. Another way is to improve the cardiovascular strength. If you are into activity, walking every day, it makes your heart healthy, it makes your heart strong, so you will sustain that activity or you sustain that energy. Before class, just doing the exercise in 2 minutes, hangako na ta. But as we go along gradually in a day, even 1 hour, kulangan pa, hindi ka pa naka-feel ng time, I'll tell you. And of course, if you are having that, able to sustain the energy, then there would be a lesser injury, even if you are doing that activity for a long time. Now I need you to react to this statement. You may write this in a piece of your paper. Exercising might help you make clear food choices. Study says. Okay, I'll give you around 30 seconds to write your answer. Will you agree to that statement? If it is yes, why? If it is no, why? Okay, so there you go. Yes, that's really true, class. That once you involve yourself into exercise, think of it that you sweat a lot. Think of it the time that you've been spending in the gym or even at home. The minutes that you are, the time that you involve yourself into exercise. And then in just one snap of finger, you feel that you are hungry and then you eat a bowl of noodles. So, do you think yung pagod na ginawa mo, nag-exercise ka for an hour, ilang calories ang na-burn when you are doing exercise? Depende po sa activity. About, let's say, it's 200 calories ang na-burn. But when you eat a noodles or even one single part of Snickers, if you eat the whole thing, it also gives you or it adds you 200 calories. So in other words, what you are doing is useless. All this exercise you did for 1 hour that you burn 200 calories will just be useless because you are eating the 200 calories intake. Nag-out ka 200 calories, nag-in again ka ng 200 calories. So if your target is to maintain your normal body weight, will not be possible if that persists. Okay? So make sure if you are into that particular activity class, if you are into exercise, you will already have this goal. Now I have also to cut down. I have to be watchful with the calorie intake that I am taking in. The calorie intake that I am taking in. It's much more that I have taken in, and then I have also to take it out. You have to have a following day, you should do another exercise just to take out those calories that you are taking in. Is that possible? Yes, it is. But if you notice, if you happen, you just taking in all the food, all the types of food, the burger, the mushrooms, the potatoes, the fries, the chicken, crunchiness of the chicken, you ate those all parts, and then without considering taking it out through exercise, that means all those fats will be stored in our body. Hindi mo tinitake out, then it accumulates, and you will tendency at the long run will gain weight. With this, make healthier food choices. Before exercise, what we are used to eat are junk foods, noodles, more on burger, more on fast foods. But once you involve yourself into fitness activity, exercising, most of those people into exercise are very much concerned with the food that they are eating. So they should have a meat, which is a chicken. Seldom na lang pag nag-eat ng pork. When it comes also to carbohydrates, with the rice contains a lot of starch and it also has a lot of sugar. Then, magkakat ng rice, so it's only half of the rice instead of 2 cups before. So now you cut it out to 1 cup or even a half cup of the rice. And when it comes to foods, vegetables and fruits, might be before you did not used to eat vegetables and fruits. Now that since you are into exercise, you have to include fruits and vegetables in order for you to have much energy.
Pause, reflect, and answer. Question of the day. What is the relationship of fitness and nutrition?